onda que practicamos nosotros. Y anda preparado para meterse en el agua.
Hello, my gorgeous people. These are all my thoughts and opinions based on information out in the public domain. Again, these are all, the only information I can provide to you is information that I gather from the public domain, okay? So if my right eye, I try to put makeup on it, but I still have a couple of stitches there. If it grosses you, let me know. So I will, I have the glasses back here, so I can do it later on. As you can see, I haven't had eye operation. I'm still the old wrinkled person I've always been. I just have another scar. So I yesterday I couldn't comment on the Wally thing because I went to San Carlos in Rio San Juan, which is an amazing place, guys. Are you seen it? It was so overwhelmingly beautiful. The river, it was so huge. But anyways, I am going to comment a little bit about that and about other couple of things. As soon as I saw that, you saw that I posted that I've been talking to YouTube asking them what happened if they suspended, and you've seen the answer that they can't give me information about another YouTuber. I have been insisting on it, and they told me that they sent me the guidelines things, and the guidelines says basically the following: that you get 2 warnings, 2 suspensions before they shut you down permanently. Now, I don't know. I am a Yankee Wally's follower, but I don't know if she's had a suspension before. So if this is her first suspension, she will be back in 2 weeks, just like Alex Belfield. Because remember, Alex Belfield was suspended. So if she has been suspended, she will be back in a couple of weeks. I know that Bookworm has reached out to her. I have sent her an Instagram message asking her if she has been terminated or if she has been suspended, because if she has been terminated, I'm thinking of what can we do to write, maybe start a petition to YouTube. I don't know, but I haven't heard back from her. She hasn't gone on Getter. She still has her Getter account. I assume that right now she's in shock. I imagine she's in shock and upset. So hopefully this is only a suspension, and within a couple of weeks she will be back. Hopefully she'll get on Getter and tell us exactly what's going on. But for the time being, she's a bit upset, I imagine. I don't know, because I haven't spoken to her. As I said, I reached out to her. I know that she did answer to Bookworm 2, and I know that Bookworm 2 has been keeping you guys updated about that. So, yeah. So let's wait and see, because, again, if this is her first suspension, it's for 2 weeks, and she will be back in 2 weeks. And maybe if you guys can send her, ask her on Getter, because she is on Getter. I checked this morning and she's on Getter, so she has access to that platform. So maybe she can let us know what's happening. I don't know, but I do hope she's back soon. Regarding as to who shot her down, and this is very much my personal opinion, do not think that Bosie, that gentleman Bosie, and I think it's Ellie, I don't know what her name is, Ellie something, nor Meghan Markle nor Harry have the power to shut anybody down. I honestly don't. I really don't think that they do. I think, I don't know. I really don't know who does. I do remember seeing Bill Gates shaking hands with the Queen, Prince Charles, and Prince William not very long ago. And I know that Prince Charles has signed a deal, at least the Princess Trust has signed a deal. I can't remember which charity. I was talking to Bookworm about it this morning, about which charity it was, because he struck a deal with Bill Gates, who was very chummy with Jeffrey Epstein. This is his Bill Gates' ex-wife has gone on record saying that Jeffrey Epstein was one of the a major factor that she felt creepy about it, and they had many arguments about it because he was very chummy with Jeffrey Epstein. So we see Bill Gates, who's very chummy with Jeffrey Epstein, shaking the hand of the Queen. And now, one of his charities, yeah, I don't know which one is the charity of Prince Charles, but I think it's the Princess Trust in USA. Please verify that he signed a deal with Bill Gates to promote, I think it was Microsoft Windows, some sort of website for Bill Gates. And every time you click on the link on the Princess Trust thing, I think it's the Princess Trust thing, he gets a percentage. He gets money from every click that you click there. Now, I think that Bill Gates owns the internet pretty much. Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos own the internet. You know, Google, YouTube. So I'm not accusing anybody, but it's a fact. That guy Bozy is a nobody. That woman, Ellie Hall is a woman. But they're nobodies. Otherwise, they would have shot everybody down. Now, they're not attacking Lady C because Lady C is very pro Prince Charles and Camilla. I'm not saying that's anything negative. She has every right to advocate for Charles and Camilla. That's her absolute right to advocate for Charles and Camilla. As it is my right to completely call them out for all the nastiness they have done and continue to do. You know, we differ in opinions, but I have noticed that pro Charles and Camilla channels are not as penalized. Yankee Wally didn't talk very much about them. Her focus was mostly on Meghan. So I don't know about that, but I have noticed that channels, and I can tell you that because I talk to people who we criticize Charles and Camilla. We, even for putting up the titles, you know, and I don't know if you've seen, sometimes I change the title of the thing because we get emails saying if you don't adjust the title, your title of the video is violating blah, blah, so we have to change that. So I do find it is a common thread that channels who criticize Charles and Camilla are more prone to be penalized than channels who promote them. But that's just my perspective, and that it is something that I've seen on YouTube. So why aren't they canceling Lady C? Lady C has said far more, and she has more weight in her opinion because she is a celebrity, you know, and yet she's not canceled. And she has more people, so she can reach more of an audience with her views about Meghan Markle. I mean, she's called Meghan Markle scum and other things, and yet she's not canceled. And we have Yankee Wally, an elderly woman who makes a little bit of cash from YouTube that she needs. You know, she's a pensioner. And they have tried to exploit the fact that she had issues in her past, but she overcame them. She's overcome all her issues, and she's a nice lady talking on YouTube. That's all there is to it, you know? So, and yet, she's penalized with a suspension or termination. We still don't know. Hopefully, it will be a suspension. So, that's on that front. Secondly, I heard many people guide me towards Lady C's videos. I try not to watch them at all. Not because I don't like her or anything, it's just that her views and mine on Prince Charles are so opposite. And I usually don't follow anybody who trashes Princess Diana, period. And the reason for that is two reasons. Number one, because she did not deserve to be treated the way she was treated. People try to blame the Queen, but she was married to Charles. She did not deserve to be used, emotionally abused, psychologically abused, and that started when she was 4 months pregnant with Prince William. And that started with Charles and Camilla trashing her image through Stuart Higgins, who, I believe in 1998 or 1999, publicly apologized for having done that. He used to meet at least, or he used to get information from Camilla on a weekly basis, at least once. And when she really wanted to trash Princess Diana, she would contact him 2 or 3 times. And he will write, completely discrediting, defaming a very young, vulnerable, pregnant woman. I don't like that. There is no excuse. They have never apologized. Just because they're older now, it doesn't, for some people think, oh, they're old now, they are in love. Okay, great. They're in love. They were in love back then. They were not. Camilla was in love with Andrew Parker Bowles and did everything she could to marry that guy, So, and she liked being the mistress. She liked causing pain to Princess Diana. I don't know if it was out of envy. I don't know. She used to ridicule. So for that reason, I don't like them. Number 2, because Princess Diana has died. This woman, this beautiful lady, cannot come back from the dead and defend herself against all the slander or words said about her, which to me is the worst form of abuse. And for example, Prince William is put in a situation where he can't go after anybody trashing his own mother. So for me, trashing a dead person, claiming things that you don't know whether they're true or not because this person is no longer alive, to come and say and call you out, hey, you're speaking out of turn. How would you feel? Please, how would you feel, people? Please tell me. I don't know if you have your mother dead or something like that, and somebody who is a celebrity of the Republic is saying things about your mother, and they're outlandish. They're trashing your mother. They're even comparing her to Meghan. There is no comparison to between Meghan and Princess Diana. The late Princess Diana was a very young girl. This woman was working as a nanny part-time and cleaning houses. She was very naive. She was not worldly. She was not very intelligent, book smart. But she was very, very emotionally smart, and she was sweet. And that sweetness allowed these 2 people to exploit her, defame her, and take advantage of her. So I do not promote, nor do I endorse, nor do I watch any of channels that promote or thinks that the behavior of Camilla and Charles towards the late Princess Diana was okay. And it's justified because they were in love when they were not. Because Camilla also took an oath with her husband, who apparently, and she had 2 children. How would she feel if somebody was defaming her mother the way that they have been doing to Princess Diana? You always have to put yourself, at least it's my perspective, in the other person's shoes. Again, many of you are going to come at me and say, but you're trashing Meghan. I am not trashing Meghan. I am denouncing the abuse of titles, of somebody using titles, which in my opinion, and this is my opinion only, has obtained them through fraud. These titles, there are rules and regulations in place and protocols because there is a seriousness. There are so many privileges, so many. It gives you instant reach everywhere attached to it, to the point that now Harry, it feels entitled, and he thinks it's his birthright to have security paid for by the taxpayers, no matter where he goes, because of this title. So this is why I denounce Meghan Markle, and her behavior, denigrates the institution that represents me. I am Canadian. Yes, it is very confusing for many people who even come at me. I'm Canadian, Norwegian, and Nicaraguan, and I travel all over the world. I've worked in many different places, and I work with a lot of high-ranking diplomats. So I kind of know a little bit about that, but I am denouncing the misuse of the titles with the behavior of these people. Now, apparently, I haven't watched the video yet, and I'm being honest about it. Many people are saying that Meghan Markle's behavior and actions are justified with the royal family because apparently somebody said that she could be homosex or intersex. I don't know because I haven't seen it. Now, I don't care if Meghan Markle is an alien from Mars. If she hid that and she lied about it, that's a crime. That is a crime because it is fraud. If I misrepresent myself in order to obtain benefits or money or titles or anything, That is a crime. That is fraud. It has nothing to do with compassion or not hating LGBT. I don't know how many titles or how many labels there are out there. There's only two genders. There are many labels now, but there's only two genders. So it has nothing to do with compassion. It has to do with misrepresentation to obtain a benefit, financial or otherwise. That is the book. That is a dictionary, the legal description of fraud, which is something which is punishable by law. And then if you continue lying to perpetrate, to keep that fraud up, it's even worse. It's aggravated crime when you commit that, especially if she involves her children. If Meghan Markle cannot have children, she used a surrogate, those are not her eggs or whatever, just by the fact that she's using a surrogate, and then the children are in the line of succession, and if she lied about it and said that she carried those children, that is a crime because she's committing fraud in order to get financial benefits or positional benefits in the line of succession of a very serious institution. You know that it is a federal crime to lie in a job application for whenever you want to work for the FBI or any authority. It is a crime if you lie. For example, the juror, in the Ghislaine Maxwell thing, when he went through the questionnaire and then he signed and then he didn't disclose that he had been a victim of SA. Why did he have to make a deal about immunity? Because it is a crime. So if Meghan Markle lied and she couldn't have children and she used a surrogate and she's passing the children as though the children were born out of her body, that is fraud. And she should be in jail and those children should be removed from the line of succession. And if Harry was complicit, it should be followed to the full extent of the law to both of them. Because there's no way that he wouldn't know. I don't know if I'm explaining myself. It has nothing to do with attacking the children or not being compassionate to somebody who's a transgender, whatever they want to call them. The fact of the matter is that you have to be truthful and honest before you enter an institution because of all the benefits that you get. And if you lie to specifically get those benefits, because otherwise, if you told the truth, you wouldn't get them. That is fraud. And that is my issue with Meghan Markle. And the reason why I don't use the title is because I don't think she deserves it. I really don't. And I'm not going to denigrate the institution that I like so much by giving her or using that title on a person like her. So this is why I don't watch Lady C. I have nothing personal against her. I think she's great in the stuff that she does. I think it's amazing that she has so many viewers. I'm happy for her, but I don't understand why she hasn't been canceled and Wally was. Because Wally was not a celebrity. Wally, Yankee Wally is a very sweet lady who started her little channel and worked really hard to get her subscribers. And yes, she was making a little bit of money. Not as much as Meghan Markle and Harry have made off the institution of the monarchy and want to continue making by ensuring that they get free pay security, not free pay security, that the taxpayers continue funding their lifestyle. So if you compare Harry and Meghan Markle to Yankee Wally and people criticizing her because she was making £1,000 a month or whatever, whereas Harry and Meghan are making million deals. By the way, they haven't gotten that money. They haven't gotten that money. Because let me tell you, if Adele found out that somebody like Meghan got 25 million pounds from Spotify, Adele would walk. Because you only make money according to how many streams they do, how many viewers you have. Okay? So I think that all of that is made up by the press. I think this is PR. And so I don't care. But what do you guys think? I hope that Wally comes back. I hope this is just a suspension, unfortunately. And I hope she gets on Getter to clarify the situation. Because as far as I think, I believe this is her first official suspension. And if YouTube terminated her channel without giving her the benefit of 2 suspensions, then I would like to know, and other YouTubers, for example, Pidania would like to know, Bookworm would like to know, and we would launch a petition to YouTube to explain why they violate their own rules, because they sent me the link of the rules, and the rules say that you get a few suspensions if you keep talking in a same manner about a certain topic without the proper disclaimers, you know. So let's hope that Yankee Wally can clarify that on Getter and tell us what happened, and we can help her. But I find it incredibly unfair that they picked on an older lady who is funny. I love her. I love her content, and she's worked very hard for it. You know, she's a very sweet person. And so it would be nice to have that clarification, because YouTube won't tell us any information. So what do you guys think? I mean, do you understand why? It has nothing to, and don't come at me, oh, you hate gays or you hate this. No, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the fact that if that is the case with Meghan Markle, and she used a surrogate, she knows that she couldn't have children, and she's faked that pregnancy, that is a fraud thing. Please understand that. And she's not worthy of compassion. She is worthy of jail if she did that, because she should have been truthful. This is like when you lied in an application, in a job application to the authorities, or on any official documents. Because when she entered the monarchy and she wanted the Duchess of Sussex title, because the monarchy offered her a chance to be a private citizen so she wouldn't have the titles. And probably they did that because they must have known something. So what do you guys think? You know, I don't think she's worth of any compassion. I think that she's worth of jail, just like Jussie Smollett. And I will do a video about that, because I'm really upset about that. And you know why I'm very upset about that? Because during the closing statement of his lawyer, he kept talking about the brown people and the black community. I think he meant Hispanics. What? I'm thinking, what the hell is he talking about? My God, I'm so wrinkled. Oh, I hate being old. Look at all my wrinkles everywhere. So yeah, what do you guys think? And censorship is real. Censorship is real. Let me tell you that. And I hope you understand that. And thank you for donating to my channel, to the school. Yes, on Friday, the government here shut down 25 NGOs. They took away their legal status. It's the situation of the country. So I really appreciate all the help that you guys have been giving me for this school. I'm trying to do my best to keep it open, but the situation here is not improving in the country, which is a shame. It's a beautiful country, but I'm doing my best. So your donations are very much appreciated. I will keep showing you where the money's going. So let's hope that we can find out what happened to Wally, and do let me know if Meghan Markle is worth of compassion or jail. You know where I stand with that.